Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight, and welcome back to Starbound 1.3. When we last left off, well, we've been looking for some new stuff. There's still some things out there that I have heard tell of that, dang gummit, I want. And, pig. No, get out of the way, pig. Come on. There you go. That's a good pig. Alright, apparently I did not actually warp to the hostile ship. Alright. But there's good stuff. Good stuff to be had. We shall explore it, don't you worry. Of course, I suppose I should probably be careful not to get overrun by the inevitable swarm of monstrosities that seek our imminent destruction and/or dismemberment. Don't forget the dismemberment. They do love dismembering us. Listen here, you despicable thing. Wouldn't mind leaving me alone. I mean, we're actually doing pretty good damage. So I guess we don't have too much to worry about. We have a little bit to worry about, but not too much. Oops. Gotta kinda get out of the way. Don't want any of that contact damage. Come on, blow up. There you go. That's the good stuff. Alright, so this right off the bat doesn't look like a particularly exciting start to this episode. Nothing new. Yes, yet another bandit ship. Ah, man. I mean, I've been hearing the rumors and the legends of some kind of super cool USCM derelict ship with all kinds of, like, spooky monsters on it. Why can't I find it? Why can't I find it? Why won't you just give it to me, game? Just give me what I want. It would be very nice. Also, we finally have a rocket sphere, so that's also good. That makes me a happy man, because it means we can finally rocket and spear things. Alright. It's a poison rocket spear as well, so you know it's gotta be good. Also, someone's shooting at me. That's not very nice. As I slowly slide away across the floor. That's a terrible quality weapon I've got there. There we go, I'll just kinda just laser them to death. That works pretty well. It's usually a good trick. Aha! I can shoot you. You cannot shoot me. Real tense gunfight right there. Alright. Get ourselves a little bit of Urkius. Possibly a new ship. What's this? Giant mech boosters? Gallant mech boosters, and also more soggy paper. They do love their soggy paper out here. Where did... You're not showing me any boosters? I see no boosters. It's like automatic... Oh, right, I activated it. Right. Man, I wandered right into the wolf's den. You're trying way too hard to sound like a badass, friend. And now look where it's got you. You're dead. I mean, this is a nice bridge. I kind of wish that I could just make this into my ship right here. Because it's a pretty cool ship. Come on. There we go. That's the good stuff. High-tech mech blueprint. Don't really need that. Ooh, Lilitron. But then again, we already have that. Still, the thought that counts, I guess. Make sure we scan everything, though unfortunately, I mean... I've kind of just gotten it into my head that scanning things is good, but I have also been informed that there's actually like a lot of items that you can scan, but they don't get added to the 3D printer, and all I can think to myself is, why? If that is indeed the case, and if it is, there's probably a mod that solves that problem anyway, so it's not entirely the end of the world. But still, if as that may be the case, it's kind of sad that's a thing, but... Alright, more delightful anomalies. Come on. Use your words. Try to squeeze out sense from that fat tongue of yours, Gaslight. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of sense every now and then. Alrighty then. Off we go. More adventure and exploration. Oh dear. Oh, that could have gone terribly wrong. It didn't, so I'm rather glad. Come on. There we go. Oh, dear. Please don't. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Whoop, whoop. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. And everything then starts exploding. It's all fun and games at first, but then the shooting begins. And the screaming. And the hurt feelings. Don't forget about those. Alright, there we go. There's the good stuff. I mean, at the very least, we're getting a nice stockpile of equipment, which should hopefully help us in the future, maybe, possibly. You never know. Could help us if we want to build more stuff. Alas, nothing too new or exciting here. Man. Like, do I just have the worst luck of all time, and that's why I can't seem to find... Also, for some reason, these mining chests never have anything in them. Don't know why. You'd figure a mining chest would have all kinds of mining supplies in it, but apparently not. And such is life. Alright, what do we got here? Spike Fist. That's pretty cool. We'll have to sell all these extra blueprints we have. Kind of wondering how rare these alleged USCM ships are. And just these derelict ships in general. Like, are they, like, super rare, or am I just having a bit of bad luck with it? These are the questions. These are the questions indeed. Oh yeah, there we go. Playing one tier lower than the highest seems to be very ideal for maintaining a certain level of feeling of overpoweredness, which I do so enjoy. Alright. A lot of hollow asteroids, so this tells me this was an area that has been extensively mined, probably. Oh, wait. Hold on a second there. Now, just hold on a second. That does not look like a mine. Okay, what? What in the nine hells is this? Is this wired into anything? Might be. Now, why would you go and... What is the point of building something like that? There's got to be a codex in there. There's no reason for that to be locked if there's not a codex in there. This is some kind of Apex base by the looks of it. That's pretty cool. I mean, why would you have your, Oh, hello. Why would you have the locking mechanism on that outside in space? Like, that is the most bass-ackwards thing I've ever seen. Like, why would you design your base like that? It's just madness, I tells you. Absolute madness. Well, this does seem to provide some evidence that, in fact, different tier stars might... I mean, this could just be random luck on my... Yeah, how do you open that if you get in on that side? You people in your silly ships. There we go. I mean, these people and their design. Stupid Apex and their backwards designs in life. Like, you can't even get into this from that side. Now, I probably sound like I'm coming across as being overly critical, and I am. But, I mean it all with good intentions, just as, you know, kind of laughing at, because that's just what you expect in video games, isn't it? You don't expect, like, actual logical base design, do you? Or building design? Nothing is logical in video games. Not logical at all, I says. Pretty cool little security drone thing, but, like, what is the design of this? Oh, wait. Wait, no. Like, this is the most backwards... Like, why would you design it like that? Who builds a station like this? Like, in emergencies, you have to run all the way back and forth across the whole station just to get anywhere. I think that's a clue for the Apex mission. Well, I'm thinking about it. But anyway, yeah. So, if it does sound like I'm coming across as being overly critical there, it's not because I'm trying to be a dick. I'm just kind of having fun and laughing at the design, because it's obviously designed more for gameplay than, you know, realism, which there's nothing wrong with that. I guess is what I'm trying to get at there. Just to be sure we're all on the same page here is what I'm thinking. It's cool is what it is. Cool, but completely impractical as far as design is concerned. Alright, tell me there's a codex. There's a new codex. Internal report number E86A. Yes, I have a reason to post this episode online now. Alright, what do we got? What do you got for me, codex? Alright, presence number 01. Wildlife. The organic and artificial life forms of deep space show curious ecological behaviors that are not seen in terrestrial environments. One captured life form, which can only be described as a flying cycloptic triangle. Have we seen a flying cycloptic triangle? Displayed the impressive ability to vaporize an entire squad of field scientists in under 4 metaclicks. Interesting. Whilst these creatures are undeniably threatening, their bodies are typically structured in a way that doesn't allow them to survive in even minor gravitational conditions. Mini-Nog outposts with gravity fields have been shown to be of little interest to the various space predators, with turret installations deterring the more aggressive threats. Presence number 2, humans. Outpost Epsilon 12 has had another encounter with a human vessel, referring to themselves as part of a corporate military, USCM. Yes, that's what we've been waiting for, baby. These humans seem somewhat more reckless than the more benign Terran Protectorate organization. They display an almost reprehensible capitalistic drive, immediately pledging cooperation with Epsilon 12 in the hopes of acquiring military resources and funds. Unlike our own soldiers, it has been observed this group struggles heavily with obedience among their own ranks. Many of their freighters have been lost to mutinies, with their crews instead deciding on careers in space banditry. With the conclusion that association with this faction might cause us complications, Theta Branch have proposed a method to quietly decimate them from within by exploiting their eagerness for bioweaponry. Interesting. So what we're seeing here is that apparently the Apex wiped out the USCM, who are apparently a bunch of xenophobic, capitalistic, militaristic bigots. Just like certain presidents. That's a joke, by the way. Don't read anything into that. They'll doom us all. In all seriousness, though, let's get back into space and continue exploring. Farewell! But I do find that rather interesting. Because, I mean, we're finally getting some lore on the USCM and exactly what it is they stand for and represent. Which actually kind of makes me wonder if Chucklefish is planning on building up the USCM for a comeback or something. In a future update, perhaps? You never know. A Season 2 to Starbound's story, if you will. That would be interesting. I'd be up for that. It'd be very interesting indeed. I mean, the Rune's defeated, but you still have the likes of the Acasis out there, and of course there's the USCM, who may or may not be a foe. I mean, that's an interesting little bit of advice there. I mean, of course the question is, we don't know for sure if the Mini-Nog actually, you know, despite their efforts, if they did succeed in tearing apart the USCM from within as they had intended. If they did, well, good for them. But if they didn't, that could mean that the USCM is still out there, and assuming that they, like I, randomly investigate Mini-Nog bases and, you know, kind of figured out what the Apex were up to in trying to destroy them, then could lead to some interesting conflict down the line. Which is actually something that I think, I mean, Starbound, like we discussed in that stream a few weeks back, like, there is a lot in terms of potential story, because in the main storyline that we got, like, it still leaves a lot of open room for stuff, because we basically got, like, just a brief flyover on all the races and everything during the actual story. I mean, we see that the USCM now, like we see, they're not exactly the greatest people, not exactly humanitarians of the year there. And we also see that, everything I can do here, this is some kind of just observation outpost. But yeah, and we see that, like, we took out Big Ape, but that was just one Big Ape. I mean, Big Ape is as it turns out, just software, a system that was built, so that presumably means that it could just be rebuilt. So ultimately our victory in the Apex mission could be meaningless. And we don't even touch on, like, the fanatic religious cults, death cults in Avian Society. And sure, we see the more peaceful, respectable hunter side of the Florins, but we also know that they can be incredibly brutal and barbaric. And I mean, they were the ones who supposedly initiated aggression against the Highlaudal. And of course, then there's the Highlaudal themselves, who are a bunch of, holier-than-thou, passive-aggressive dicks, I guess, sort of. To a certain degree. And then the Nova Kid, who we don't even know anything about at all, except that they occasionally build cool-looking Western-themed towns. I mean, the only race in the entire game that doesn't seem to actively have skeletons in its closet is the Glitch, and that's only because they're kind of stuck in for the most part, the majority of their population is stuck in medieval stasis, which is cool and all, I guess, if you're into that sort of thing, but it would be interesting to see offshoots of the Glitch that actually kind of manage to progress and then freeze in different stages, like Victorian Glitch or something, maybe. Basically, I guess the point to derive from all that is that there's a lot of interesting potential still, which we have talked about at great length, of course. And I don't know, I just really like the universe of Starbound. It's just open to so much promise and potential, and of course it naturally has all kinds of room by design left open to modders to do their thing if they so desire. So that's always cool. And, you know what, I guess, this is actually probably going to lead to my death, so let's say maybe I'll just sit here or just try to outrun them all, but, all space-based enemies are incredibly, like, ridiculously fast, I noticed, so it's pretty hard to outrun them, even with, actually, I think your mech is always the same speed, isn't it? So there's not much I can do on that front. Just strap in and pray for the best. Really. Well, that and, try to actually dodge enemy attacks. That would be good as well, usually. Alright, what do we got for ourselves? Well, kind of a triangle things. I don't recall seeing an enemy that could be described as a cycloptic triangle. Well, then again, maybe it's talking about that sort of, like, mechanical thing. Like those little triangle-y things that shoot lasers. I mean, I wouldn't really describe it as cycloptic, but alright, teach their own, I guess. Alright, I think we have time for one more station after this, or one more system. Might as well go blow up that little thing I just saw under there, and I will catch you guys in the next system. Alrighty then, hostile ship ahoy. What do we have in store this time? That guy's smiling at us, so one can dream of a world where we can all just be friends and get along, but alas, that world is not meant to be. Not today, anyway. Alright, we've got incoming. So these must be those triangle things that Mini-Nog were talking about. Which is interesting, because because I see that as more of being a machine rather than like a space-borne organism. But, the Mini-Nog, the Apex are scientists, so I assume they know what they're talking about. If you can't trust scientists to tell you science, then who can you trust? Of course, then again, if history has taught us anything, it's that science can also be politically motivated, so the Apex could be full of crap, full of garbage, lying to the general public. You never know. Alright, this ship so far does not look anything new. Though it would be a pleasant surprise if You know, we went onto one of these ships and we're expecting just another regular old encounter, and then it turned out this was actually something new and exciting. But, alas, it was not meant to be. Oh, there's a little graffiti sign there telling us to turn back. I mean, totally gonna get right on that. Yeah, just, right away. Hello there. Rudely drawn human skull. I mean, just to show how badass they are, I guess. Lots of moon dust in here. That's always cool. Who doesn't like a bit of moon dust? There we are. Don't even need to go to moons anymore now that I've got access to these mechs. I mean, it's not like I really went to moons all that often anyway, but, I mean, the need to go to moons has been rendered basically down to 0, hasn't it? More or less. Let's see, what do we got here? Intrepid legs, which we already know how to make. We'll have to sell all those extra blueprints for profit, of course, naturally. Nothing like a tidy profit. But, yes, alright, so one more anomaly, and then that'll probably do... Oh, wait, hello. That's a friendly ship, so... I'm not expecting anything exciting from that, but we'll check it out anyway. Then we'll wrap the episode up, and that way we can get a nice, full taste of things. Though, obviously, we still have much more exploration to do. Lots of testing, I guess, to see if certain anomalies and stuff only show up on certain stars. I mean, we're right here on the bleeding edge right now. As far as I know, all this kind of information has not been documented yet. So, it's still out there. Still wide open to learn. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Alright, and we're back. I mean, this ship type looks ever so slightly different. The design kind of makes me think this is some kind of protectorate ship, to be honest with you. Just because of the colors, you know, white and yellow. Very protectorate-y. Hello there, spaceman. You don't get visitors often. Are you staying long? Probably not. Alright, you're selling Astro stuff, so we could buy that if we want it. But instead, I'm just gonna, you know, loot everything you own. I mean, apparently you guys don't mind, so thanks, I guess. Just loot everything, scan everything. Alright, so that is... Aw, they love each other. They're a family on this ship. That is nice to know. That is very heartwarming. Anyway, that's where we're gonna wrap this episode off for now. So until the next time, as always, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button or maybe leave me a comment down below to let me know what you're thinking. And I will see all you in the next episode.